You changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You are nobody. It's gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Yo, what's up, Black family, the Black Nation? How you doing? This is Brian the Brain. Yo, I'm coming at you right now. First of all, I just want to say that it's been a minute since I've been thinking about and pondering putting out some podcast-like content and get some things popping. So this is my official one. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to put that out there and start that off as the first part of inspiration that, you know what I'm saying, whatever you had in your mind to do, you can do it, and go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and get started, you know what I'm saying? So if you're taking notes right now, I want you to go ahead and write that down. Get started, you know what I'm saying? So before we pop this off, I'm gonna go ahead and light this joint. I'm gonna go ahead and get that lit up, because I want to talk about something, and the topic that I want to go in today real quick is simply don't allow anybody to box you in. Simply don't allow nobody to tell you that you can't do something or you ain't something and try to put you into a certain situation. This broadcast is coming to you right now, straight from Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Popping off big things out here. Ask about me. I'm gonna get a shout out to a fam. Much love. B1 Black first. So let me go into this. One of the things I want to talk about is I really believe that we black men, we need to join up together. If you ain't got a squad, you need somebody, you need a group of at least 5 close homies in your neighborhood that you connect with. You meet up multiple times a week, face to face, plan, coordinate, strategize what's the next move and how you gonna protect the neighborhood. If you ain't got that already, you already behind, you suck. And you need to have a group, you need to have a core group, you need a business group. We need to have our own businesses, we need our own shops, right? So we gotta have a collective. We the new Jews, basically. How do they operate? They come together, they put their finances together, they build together, they have their own schools, they got their own feeding programs, right? They got their own shit, they got their own attorneys, they got legal protection. What the fuck? We can have all of that in 5 minutes. What's up? All black owned. Done. So if you ain't got that, get on that. But what I want to say about that is when you need your core group, but you also need to choose wisely with those that you choose to group up with. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a vetting process because we're in the process of growth. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to have egos and people thinking a certain way, and there's this energy. You know what I'm talking about? That certain nigga energy creep up, and it can ruin the whole thing. Like what that infighting? Nah. And so what I'm gonna lay out to you, I'm gonna give to you guys is a draft. It's a draft. So I would like your feedback. It's a draft of a constitution between a group of brothers. Hey, we're gonna come together, we're gonna build together, we're gonna create income opportunities together, We're gonna make money together, and then we're gonna do this with our money. We're committing a certain amount of our money that we create is going to support to build the black economy. And you gotta have that in your community. What are you gonna build a store? Do you need a general store? Can you have just a shop and then other businesses, other black businesses can rent shelf space from you? You know what I'm saying? Can you start a shelf rental space for black businesses in the barbershop? Can we start that? Can we start something where we at? Can we start step by step, incremental? You can start small. We ain't gotta start big. Yo, first shout out to GarveyWeb.com on this topic, because I'm setting up people with their own online website, own online shop, where you can sell anything, any kind of website, $15 a month. Yo, anyone you listen from this joint, your first 3 months are free. Only thing you pay for is your domain. No excuses. Get online and have a decent website. Stop having these $5 website looking bullshit. I go to fucking celebrity websites. I won't say no names. Even some celebrity websites who got thousands easily and can drop on a decent website got these crooked ass websites with links that don't work, with pictures that look like it's from 1995. Graphic design. What the fuck is that? We're being I don't know what the fuck is going on in these Facebook groups. We're bombarded by these $5 Windows 95 logo designers. Bruh, we gotta step the game up. The bar will be lifted. Fuck that. The bar has been lifted. No more Microsoft Office logos for black businesses. Our standards are higher than that. We are the kings and queens, the original pyramid builders of civilizations. We don't do that cheap ass, crappy ass shit. Put that out there right now. We setting the bar.
The ancestors have spoken.
To having high standards. And at GarveyWeb.com, we can help you do all of that. And I'm helping business. I'm here. You can call me on the phone. Connect with me at WhatsApp at ++90-333-6130. You can connect with me on WhatsApp from any country in the world. And I will be able to help walk you through getting your business set up. Let's schedule a call. Hit me up, send a message, let me know what time you're available. We'll schedule the call and we'll chop it up. Speak for real, going back to my topic. You gotta find your core group that you connect with and that you have the same drive and you have the same vision as you. And we need to be B1 and we need to keep that code, and it has to be on the code. We can't have segments of this, because that's how we got all this pussified shit. That's how we had Black Lives Matters, fake ass group taking our donations and going to buy $1 million mansions in white neighborhoods. That's how we had that shit happen to us recently. So we gotta really be together. Who can you call right now?
Most of these niggas be bitches too, but you don't never hear that side of the story. So we finna do this shit like this.
So, and if your homies ain't up, you're like, that's the risk. You on the streets with what the hell? You are like a soldier walking behind enemy lines with people who should be your fellow comrade, but they iffy, they shifty, they might snitch on, they might try to, you don't know what you rolling with people like that. You ain't got a core group of people. Nah, you not safe. You not safe.
Message.
And you should never go nowhere in those streets alone. So what are you doing? You being disillusional. So I want to give an example. This is a story that happened in my own core group. We're just starting, just formulating. We've been together for some time I won't disclose. But we've became, because your group needs to be secretive and contain secret information. This is a little bit of secret society. But as far as the structure needs to be laid out for building the framework. So for example, as a black nation, we need what, 1 million fucking homes at least, right? Let's say 1 million in a certain period of time. We need 1 million of our homes on our own independent land. Okay, so we have to come together, right? So because somebody needs to hammer that together, somebody needs to be sawing the wood, somebody needs to be doing roofing, someone's got to do the electrical. So we all got our roles to play. We all have our different jobs that we need to partake in the building of this process, right? So really there should be no fighting at all, because we ain't even on doing the same fucking thing. So why the fuck are we fighting over something that we not supposed to be even doing the same fucking thing? We all need to be doing something different to build this goddamn house. So that shit needs to stop. Going back to infighting, that shit is terrible. So bringing up the story, we get to the stage in our group formation that we launching our first business. We gonna do this shit. We vibing with each other to that level that, you know what, we gonna put our money together and we gonna get this shit popping, right? So we decided to go ahead and do that. And everything is cool. But as what happens with all relationships and business partnerships is that you get to a certain point where you have to make, maybe you need to make some type of sacrifices, or you need to concede on some things that you really feel strong about, and maybe make some adjustments. And there will be some disagreements and things like that. Well, that wasn't the case with this. What happened within this episode was, and I'm just going to break it down very simply, the partnership was first agreed that it will be equally shared amongst all of the partners, right? As our first business, because the main point, and I think this would just be a rule, a code, the point of the first business is not about making money, actually. The first part of the business is to build a relationship. It is to build a camaraderie with action and with money. You work for this, man. I sweat. I work hard for my money. I go through a lot of stressful situations to get my dollars. I make big deals. I get in heated fucking contractual fucking debates. Stressful shit. But you know, at the end of it, yeah, everything's cool, right? But this shit is stressful, so I work hard for my money. So I'm investing this into you, into us. And so we need to make it about the relationship. It's not about who makes the most. So this particular individual partner wanted to take 60%. And he went off of it because he was basing his decision to make that offer because he came to what's the word? He came to his own conclusion, an assumption. He came to an assumption that all the other partners in the group were broke ass niggas, and that couldn't. So he just bull guarded the whole joint. And then the next stage he took it was he scheduled the meetings and he controlled the topics and where the business idea would go to as well. Meaning what services will be used, the platforms. He's in control because he would be the controlling partner. 60% you're a controlling partner. All right. So you're a ruling authority. I mean, you make the final decision because you are the ruling majority, right? And that's what he wanted. So now we have ego involved, and we have unfair and unagreed business terms. That's fucked up right from the get-go. That's just fucked up on so many levels, right? That's like you, and we're not homies. We're not, childhood friends, you know what I'm saying? But that's like if your childhood friend, you would die for, you say, bro, let's go in business together and we gonna do 50-50. We gonna knock this joint out. And he comes back and he say, hey, bro, actually, since I'm gonna let you borrow 10,000, which wasn't the case here, but just say that person's let you borrow 10,000 out of the equal share. I want to get 80. Like, what the fuck, bro? We're both gonna do the same work. We're both gonna put in the same. I let you loan 10,000 a year ago for your house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just, bro, you just broke the code. We said we would do equal share, and you came in with a ego. And so the more of that story, and I would love to hear like feedback from like a Neely Fuller. Man, Neely Fuller, oh man, much respect. Shout out to Neely Fuller. He seems like to me the most soulful, prideful, bruh. Soulful pride, like you feel the vibe that he takes. He's pride. You can tell he wears suits every day. Just from the radio interviews, you can just imagine he probably still presses his creases in his suits at the same time every morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a prideful, honorable elder amongst us, right? I would love to hear what he would have to say about this, about the formation in the beginning of this process. I know he talks a lot about the code and setting up structures where when we do come together, there's no way for us to have an argument, right? So think about it like coding, and we're in a matrix, right? How can we code? How can we pre-code out and create those boundaries and firewalls so that these problems and these bugs don't enter the program? Because when we're building, we don't got time for this. We don't got time for this, right? So those are some things. Don't allow anybody to box you in. Don't allow anybody to box you in. The second part of this story was that he came to the conclusion that this particular business model, which I'm an expert in, he felt as if I have not accomplished anything in my life, and that I'm not worth my value and my expertise. He wanted to belittle me because, again, our relationship is fairly new, not as long enough, but not long enough, that he felt that my value was non-existent. Even though I'm technically the expert. I'm technically the expert in the entire operation. He felt the need to belittle me because his ego crept in. Because if he acknowledged my genius, if he acknowledged my accomplishments, which is numerous. I mean, fuck a resume because I'm an entrepreneur, but let's say if I did put a resume together, the shit would be phenomenal. It's top CEO of a Fortune 500 corporate level. My fucking resume. So the fact that he even said that was just fucking it was an insult of great insult. It was like, what the fuck? Who are you talking to? I work with Fortune 500 companies, bruh. My clients are big fucking corporations. And I work with small businesses too. Don't get this motherfucker twisted. Just because I'm mingling with you, don't think that I'm not a fucking king who sits up high. Like what the fuck? So that brought up another topic. And I love Kanye, and I ended up just going on a Kanye a binge on just watching his old Zayn interview. Just to like just get another viewpoint. Like let me hear him speak about when he was going through a similar situation. And that was put out in 2013. And it feels like it was almost yesterday that he put out that interview. Like I feel so connected to that interview and everything he exposed about the industries of white supremacies. This particular brother wanted us to not use a black-owned platform and instead use a white-owned platform because he wanted to belittle the black man accomplishments, and also said I didn't have any money. So I noticed that what he has been doing up to this point is that he has been listening, but he has been listening in a different way. He has been, because of our intimate group, because this is a group of brothers, and a group of brothers who have really found a camaraderie amongst each other. We found at the time that we can be open in this group, right? And your group should be. Once you have your group formalized with your brothers that you trust, you should be able to be intimate and be able, as men, we can open up about how our day was, some shit that we're feeling down about, some shit we feeling excited about. And I will share my successes and my failures in the group. You know what I'm saying? I will flex and show off some bills, and then the other time be like, damn, I got fucked on this deal. And I lost a couple stacks, you know what I'm saying? And I will expose that. So what he was doing in that listening, because I probably exposed a little 2 or 3 more times more that of my losses, just to being, oh damn, I had a bad day today. He took that as if I was losing. So he came to the conclusion in his mind that I was broke. Even though I'm a genius and I'm the top knowledgeable, I bring the most to the table. He thought that I was broke, so because I didn't have any money in his mind, he could take the lion's share of the new business. And he decided to belittle me and also say in a group message that, oh man, you haven't accomplished anything in your life. Bruh, who the fuck is you talking to? So these are things that we gotta watch out for in the formation of that solid core group, because you're really at a war. So we don't got time for that. So then that infighting will fuck up the formation of the group. It will fuck up the formation of what needs to be done. It will fuck up the spirit that needs to be moved in, of unity. You don't have to agree all the damn time about everything, obviously, but you can't have discord in this shit about, well, you ain't this and you ain't what. And what if, let's say I was a broke genius? What millionaire didn't go broke at a certain point, or their shares dropped A lot. Billions lost. Or project didn't go through. Debt, which is temporary. And businesses have swings. Business startups have major swings until they level out. This is a known phenomenon in the white world. And so it's not acceptable in the black one? Give me a break. And this dude didn't even know that I'm above that swing, I'm past that swing. And he was making his own assumptions. So I had to get to the point where I had to decide, well, I'm not gonna allow you to box me in. Because number one, first of all, I'm not here for that. Nigga. Let's shut that shit down now. First of all, I'm not here for that. We're not here to fucking do some white Wall Street cutthroat shit. If you want to do that, go in the outside world and do that. This is the B1 Black First. This movement, the true movement, is not about that. We're about building the kingdom. We're about building the black economy, right? So how can you build a black economy being fucking selfish, you selfish ass nigga? How the fuck you gonna build for the community when you thinking about your own goddamn self? How about we all got mouths to feed, motherfucker? How about we all got dreams, motherfucker? So that's why the first business has to be equally shared, because it's about us all eating and not one individual eating up the whole fucking cake and looking at the rest of y'all eating the scraps like some motherfucking African king out there in Motumbo who get all the money from the white man to allow the white man to drill on the oil, making billions of dollars from the oil, while the white man just gives him 100,000 and he eats up and all the fucking food while the rest of the village is starving, you selfish motherfucker. Knockout punch, bitch. Muhammad Ali. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So, the core group. First, business operation is an equally shared business. As the core, everybody must eat first and have a stable income to where their life is set, their families are eating, and they are able and are in a position to teach 10 other people to do the same. Until that time, there is no one person who gets a lion's share. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, you selfish motherfucker. If you got all that money, then won't you just slice off everybody some and start a business for everybody? Huh? If you ballin' that well, won't you just feed the whole damn community then? I'll wait. Let me light this joint up. Check that Kanye West interview with Zayn again. He said some little, you know, it was funny at the end. Zayn called him. He was like, but Kanye, you can see in Kanye West's face that he woke up. He was like, damn, I'm kind of like a slave. At the time he came out with the album, I Am a Slave, right? But he did, let's say the thing he did do, he spoke up. He said who the fuck he was. I am a god. He fought. He fought back against the white supremacists. He didn't cower and say, well, we gotta just do what we gotta work with the white people a little bit. And nah, fuck that shit. And you know what? He took consistent actions towards his independence, and look at where he's at now. Independent, motherfucker. And getting divorced from his slave situation. That's all I got to say on the matter. Hit me up at start@garveyweb.com. If you're trying to do some things, you're trying to connect together, if you're formulating your core, you want some advice, you want some tips, if you want me to give you a shout out, I can call, I can have a group, I can do a Zoom meeting. Zoop. Maybe we need our own. Dang, that might have been a Freudian slip, but maybe that could be shit. We need our own fucking company. Zoop. Shit, I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's our own platform. We build our own platform of everything, and we have our own everything, and then we can be everything independently. Check out the demo website, www.garveyweb.com. I'm setting up shops, online websites, whatever business you got. You have a grocery store, you got a barbershop, a hair salon. You want to set up people to make appointments on your website. You need people to shop and buy and pay online. You need people to reserve a table. If you have a restaurant, you need people to reserve an appointment. If you have pest control, if you do I don't know, if you're a construction dude, my brother, he does fucking black. He can build your fucking house. This nigga here, he can build a house by himself. Need a fucking website, black.com, motherfucker. Black.black. Actually, I'm gonna see if that shit is available. Oh, I'm actually doing black.black domains too. So make sure you get your domain.black. So if you Cheryl's Hair Salon, you need to be Cheryl's Hair Salon.black, not .com. We just gonna remove ourselves from their system completely. Peace out, much love. Let's do this thing. B1, black first, the brain out.
I think you'll find, sir, that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.